Hello, friends. It's Kat from Meow Meow Kapow. On September 30th, I was sluggish and tired all day. I had trouble feeling motivated enough to get any work done and was an unhappy little grumpalump. But then the clock hit midnight and it was October 1st, and suddenly I was possessed by the power of the spookums. I had a sudden urge to draw a bunch of black and white repeating patterns, and even went so far as to very suddenly open up a Redbubble shop and set up a bunch of cool stuff. I've added the link down in the doobly-doo along with the supplies used in the video. I don't know why I never checked out Redbubble before, but those dresses and notebooks and silk scarves and leggings are all super cool. Kinda glad I finally set something up over there, and a bit excited that I suddenly have the power to create so many cool things that I want. I mean, so many cool things that I definitely am not making just so I'll be able to have them myself. That would be irresponsible. Shifty eyes. It's weird, but both this year and last year I absolutely did not intend to participate in Inktober, and yet, despite that, both years I've ended up picking up my pen and going full-on black and white. The first pattern that I tackled was one of about 4 hojillion versions of my Skull Kitty mascot, and I had a lot of fun making this, but I'm not going to describe the process since I've actually improved my method since. That's right, there's more inky patterns on the way. You really only need minimal planning when making these and very few materials. For the first couple, I used my paper cutter to quickly chop the paper up into quadrants, but I later found it was more accurate and almost as convenient to just use a ruler and X-Acto blade. The only other important piece of equipment I'm using here is the pen, which, if you watched my Ultimate Brush Pen Showdown series, I'm using the technical winner. The actual winner was a bit of an upstart, but the important thing about the pen I chose to use for this is that the ink inside dries relatively quickly. Its long, thin brush tip can sometimes be a bit wily to control, but I tend to drag my hand through large patches of wet ink as though drawn by a mayhem magnet, so figured it was best to try and prevent such mishaps. 'Twas a winning strategy. Every now and then I did cheat and end up using one of my Tombow fineliners, but that was mostly for areas like writing the words Meow Meow Kapow that were better done with precision, or some of the itziest bitsiest kitties who would have turned into smudge blobs if I'd used my brush. I know this is a very silly pattern, but I kind of love it and kind of want to own it on everything, but possibly especially the silk scarf and A-line dress and hardcover notebook. If you could make a pattern of anything, what would you want the images to be? Let me know. I'm planning on doing more Halloween-themed ones this month because spookums are life, but there's something about going full Miss Frizzle on future pieces of paper that appeals to me. Maybe I'll tackle an all art supplies pattern, or we'll try to make some nerdy science one like the life cycle of rain, or, well, I don't know what, actually, but the possibilities are endless. Because the patterns are endless, so the possibilities are too. Har har. I'll leave you with some flyover shots of the finished pattern and the traditional closing footage of Bubba, who decided he wanted to be cuddled like a baby while I was working one day. Until I see you next time, I wish you peace, love, and squishy toe beans.